And this is 25 DCCR 0114. Mr. Jackson is charged with engaging in organized criminal activity. Mr. Lewis, what is the announcement?
Well, Judge, this is one that we reset from the last setting because he had not been getting his medication, was trying to get that taken care of. Shortly after the setting, he was able to get his medication and has been on his medication since. And since he's been on the medication, we don't have any jail write-ups or any issues of what we previously have been seeing before all this started.
Okay.
And
yeah, I remember. I did send an email, made a call about that. Okay.
right.
Okay, so where are we now?
Well, I've talked with the state about the situation, and we were in hopes that now since we've got this issue resolved with this medication, he can go ahead with the ISF condition, and so we can continue on. But that's what this whole came from, that he was. MTRP was
this
filed.
shows. Sorry, it doesn't show MTRP on here.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Judge, if I may, I'd like Ms. Lopez to give her input. I think she has a little bit of a different opinion. Obviously, we all differ in court, but I trust Ms. Lopez's opinion on this.
we haven't gone through the motion, gotten any pleas on the motion or anything like that.
No, we didn't do any of that.
Okay, Ms. Lopez, would you raise your right hand, please, ma'am? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thanks. So what's your position, I guess?
Well, Your Honor, I would like to point out just a couple of things. Originally, this all transpired because he was sentenced to ISF and you had told him to get no further write-ups at the jail. He then received another write-up, and it was enough for you to ask Ms. Warner to specifically request that I file an MTRP. I received an email from her that stated that you specifically sent the report for it to be sent to me. And so that was why the MTRP was filed. Since then, we've had quite a few jail incident reports. I actually went and saw Mr. Jackson out of the jail in August 28th of 25, in which I informed him of the MTRP being filed, and I advised him, hey, you really need to behave while you're out here, because at this point you are going back in front of your judge. And then it continued. Now I understand that since he's been on his medication, he has not had any incidents. And so my request at this point would be that if the secret to Mr. Jackson behaving is medication, then I am still in favor of him going to ISF cognitive. However, I would suggest that he be placed on the mental health initiative caseload, forensic caseload afterwards, because if the only way Mr. Jackson is going to be able to function and behave in society is with mental health meds, then he needs to be on the mental health caseload.
Absolutely.
Additionally, however, I say to be established that he be on zero tolerance, because if he's acting like this at the jail, I don't need him acting like this in the community.
Agreed.
And then I would also truthfully suggest that once he completes the mental health caseload, he then come to the high medium risk caseload, because additionally, if he needs all this help in order to behave, he needs to have serious supervision long-term or longer term. That's not to say that he won't ever end up on a regular felony caseload, but if he's having this much trouble behaving in the jail, it tends to say that he needs a little more assistance.
I don't disagree with any of that. Do you, Mr. Lewis?
No, I don't, Judge. This was definitely a situation where, this is once I was appointed, of course, I had him evaluated for competency, and then to the point where when I realized that he hasn't been on any medication the entire time he's been in custody, that definitely stuck out to me. Just the fact that in this short time since he's been on his medication has made this difference, then definitely those issues for mental health issues need to be addressed to make sure that through probation he does get the help he needs, the proper vehicles for him to be successful.
What medication did they start, Mr. Jackson?
I really don't know.
You don't know what it's called?
But it's helping them.
You take it every day? And when did that start?
It was about a week or two after the last court date.
Okay,
He was last here on January 6th.
That's what I thought.
Right.
okay. These are all the last one that I show is from Christmas, December 25th. Okay, thank you. So then what I need to figure out then if there's obviously a motion pending. So either we go through the motion and I continue him with these. I think I'd rather do that than just dismissing the motion with new conditions. I'd rather go ahead and go through the motion, get pleas of true on that. I'll agree to what everybody's saying, but I think I want to do it the more formal way.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and go through that motion. Mr. Anders, raise your right hand, please, sir, the best you can. Not Mr. Anders, I'm sorry,
Jackson.
Mr. Jackson. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can put your hand down. So let me get it pulled up here. And we never, so the ISF was just, we didn't go through any of this, please, ever.
No.
Okay. That was just part of that was an agreement with regard to admin hearing.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so,
One of the conditions of his probation order is that he
Right.
have no further issues at the
so
jail.
we never even got,
And then before we could even do the paperwork to ISF, he had issues at the jail.
okay. So you haven't seen the light of day yet?
No,
You ready to?
no.
Okay, well, we're going to give you the tools to do that, but it's going to be up to you to take advantage of all that, okay? So you can see by what happened last week, if you ask and say, hey, I need something, then a lot of times people can help you. Y'all let me know that. I was able to contact the jail. Things happen. So the important thing about all of this when you're on probation, whether you're in jail, whether you're at ISF, or when you get out, hopefully, if you're having things that aren't going right in whatever part of your life, your probation officer is going to be there to help you. They're not trying to revoke you. They're not trying to get you in trouble. They don't know if you need something unless you go to them, right? Okay. So I'm going to go through this motion and ask you for pleas of true or not true to the allegations in the motion. So in cause number 25, DCCR 0114, have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation August 5th of 2025 for the offense of engaging in organized criminal activity, and that was a 7-year deferred probation. Is that correct? It alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you failed to conduct yourself in a courteous and professional manner by disrespecting a female correctional officer by showing her a video that was lewd and sexual in nature. Is that true or not true?
True.
Okay. Count 2 alleges, count 2 is really the same. Okay. All right. So did you enter your plea of true to count 1 freely and voluntarily?
No,
And did you plead true because that's actually true?
no.
All right. And so, well, let me go through this and then we'll talk about some more. So I'm going to find count 1 true, find that you entered that plea freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to continue you on probation. You are still ordered as a condition of the probation to enter and successfully complete the ISF program. When you're out, you will be on the mental health caseload so that you can get whatever help you need with medication, counseling, whatever it is. Once you get through that, you'll be on the high-medium caseload, which also means you're just going to have to be you're going to go more often. Probation's going to have more things to help you. It's not meant to be mean or make you go more than other people, but with what you're showing us so far, you need this extra help, okay? So if you do all of that, you're still on a deferred probation. You're still not a convicted felon. Today, just based on what I told you before about not getting in trouble, I could easily send you to prison for up to 20 years, just like that. And I understand that there's some behavioral issues going on, but I don't think any of those behavioral issues had anything to do with what you did to that correctional officer. Okay? The cutting up, maybe the not being quiet, the fighting, all that stuff, maybe there's some issues. But that was a conscious decision that doesn't have anything to do with any other type of mental illness or help that you need to go and show her that. It was just being stupid, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you make a choice, that's a choice. That's not something that we're going to blame on anything else. I understand some of the other write-ups. That one, I don't buy that has anything to do with that, right? So if you do anything like that, again, and you get in trouble, now that everything's lined out and you haven't been getting in trouble, if you do, before you go to ISF, we will not be having this conversation again, okay? Same rule applies. It is a condition now of your probation that you not receive an incident report. If you do, we're back in here, and I don't care what anybody says. You're going to end up in prison. You've got family. Nobody wants this to happen, but it's 100% up to you at this point, okay? If you get to ISF and you don't follow the rules in ISF and get in trouble there, same thing. That's a condition of your probation, is that you act right in ISF as well, okay? All right, so anything else?
0 tolerance.
And you'll be on 0 tolerance, which means really everybody should be on 0 tolerance when they're on probation, but when you're actually on what we call 0 tolerance, it means you cannot make any mistakes. You're being given a huge opportunity to change your life, make better decisions. It's just going to be up to you to do that. And if you don't, it's not going to be, well, this is a one-time mess up, give me another opportunity. 0 tolerance means you don't get another opportunity, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Why'd you just look at her like that right in front of me?
Look,
Don't, no, ma'am. No one is against him today. Don't say another word or you're going to end up in trouble. No one's against you today. They're saving you from going to prison today because that's what I was probably going to do. Because I gave you a specific instruction and you disregarded that instruction, and I don't think it has anything to do with mental illness that you're showing ladies videos that are inappropriate in the jail. Nobody made you do that. She didn't make you do that. I didn't make you do that. Do you understand?
ma'am.
This is personal responsibility. It's time for you to take personal responsibility. And it's time for you to make him take personal responsibility and quit blaming other people for what he's doing. That's what just I heard. So just hang on. Don't talk anymore. It's not going to help anything. You're receiving a huge chance today. And it's because of probation that you're getting that opportunity. Okay? So you remember that. It's because of them that you're getting this opportunity. Okay? Go back with the bailiff.